Brooklyn Bulls. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Williams to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Now is the punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week, but when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely, and he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
And that's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
He's brought down at the
north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And that'll be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Yes, sir. A 15-yard loss.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. to look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Number 30.
So that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pick.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Fourth down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead.
Lancers, nothing.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 22-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
There's nothing.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
56, the mark boy, 56. Check.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
And sacked.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And 10 at their own 39.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Anderson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
To number 47.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
They stopped him in his tracks. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, what a move. Dances by him. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Well, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got 5. And they'll play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down, Oklahoma City.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
And an Oklahoma City.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
The pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
Ties the game at 3-3.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
37-yard line.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
Now back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of... heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense, and it worked very well there for a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll run on first down. It's Anderson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Down at the 28-yard
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
brings up 2nd and 8.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football. And
old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
10 yards on the
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
It's 3rd.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hoffman. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll look to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
The pass.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the 41-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll go underneath here to his running back. Catch is made. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and it's the Vikings who are out in front. The Vikings still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's head off and check out a second game, and they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. and they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Dolphins just cannot buy a break as they remain winless at 0-10 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Flushed out right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
It's 2nd and inches.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. First down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On second down now. It's Knight, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 20-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it is up.
It is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Bulls 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That's good for A.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. Anderson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Number 30.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down.
Offense.
Let's check on the call.
Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do our job, man.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, we could talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. And to give this time to the tailback. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this will pin them back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
First and 10 at the...
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Anderson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brought down at the 26. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Complete.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Taken down and set.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Complete.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Dancing to, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys are going to take the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Williams now on the return. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Now a run with Anderson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll set up a throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for number 13. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. A huge loss on the play.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hoffman. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
The pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. Oh, he's got him. Complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
the kicker on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
It's good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And he'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
A loss of a yard.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They bring their punter out there now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield. But also, when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They run again on first down. Anderson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
41.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
1st down and 10.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And an Oklahoma City first down.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hoffman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's taken down inside the 30.
The quarterback.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll run on first down. It's Knight, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
2 yards. And it's 3rd
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Today's final score in overtime.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint in overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for our visitors, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.